Independent Senator Mauricio Thomas Francis says the level of violent crimes in St. Lucia is having a profound impact on the society. She says many families and friends of victims of violence are being scarred by the losses. Senator Thomas Francis warns that St. Lucia needs to take stock of the impact of violent crimes on families.
I see the number of young people that are being gunned down, and I reflect and analyze the number of families that are grieving, the number of fatherless children and motherless children, and the social implications for that.
Senator Thomas Francis has added her voice to the chorus of calls for stiffer penalties for those involved in violence-related crimes. St. Lucia's courts have been accused of being far too lenient in sentences handed down to those found guilty of possessing illegal weapons and those engaged in violence. Senator Thomas Francis says society must speak with one clear voice in its opposition to crime.
I believe that the nature of crime that we have in St. Lucia and the penalties associated with this crime need to be revised as well. In a lot of cases, the penalties do not really reflect the seriousness of the crime that's being committed. So I look forward again for us to do some kind of reform such that we can better manage the crime situation.
The independent senator further suggested that there is need for new legislation to deal with this situation.
I do believe that there is the opportunity for us to reform some of the legislation dealing with crime. The domestic violence bill, I believe that one is overdue. There's supposed to be a harmonization of that bill, and as far as I am aware, all the countries in the OECS except St. Lucia have introduced the domestic violence bill, and we have not done so in St. Lucia, and I look forward to the introduction of that bill in the House.
Senator Francis is the latest in a list of parliamentarians to call for the courts to adopt a sterner stance on crime by handing out stiffer sentences for those convicted and tougher bail conditions for those charged with violence-related offences. Stanley Lucien for the HTS News Force.